Fans, welcome back to Hershey Park Arena. Third period action underway momentarily. LVC men's hockey at GoDutchman.com. My name is Jim Pitaro. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Geneseo up 2-0 as LVC will start the period on the power play for 59 seconds. They'd like to get a goal early in this period and build on that momentum. But only 7 shots on goal through 2 periods. Geneseo stingy in their own end. Off the draw, Brett Johnson behind the net. Karras in the far corner. And he gets locked up with Salisbury. Johnson trying to come away with it. Watched by 2 players. It'll pass to Karras. In front of Hovanek, and it went off his stick right back to Karras. Geneseo will clear it up the wall and back to center ice. Zach Belotis waits for his teammates to get on side. Takes a return pass in his own end. Belotis, 25 seconds ago in the LVC power play. Jared Karras along the near wall, tips it in. Cam Russell for Geneseo can't clear. Hovanek back to Belotis, takes a return pass. One-timer from the far faceoff circle. Brett Johnson fanned on it. Johnson now looking for a shooting lane. Pass in front to Hepler with a shot right on. Save made by McDonald. No rebound. We get a whistle. 1 second to go in the LVC power play. 19:02 to go in regulation. And it's 2-0 Geneseo. Sneath, Acker, and Thompson, the forwards now for Lebanon Valley College. Sheik, and I'm trying to see who on the far side. It's actually the captain, Mike Straub. And we're getting the officials in the LVC end just to the top of the far faceoff circle doing a little ice repair, hence the reason for the small delay. Officials seem to be satisfied with the ice now, and the faceoff is coming momentarily to the left of the Geneseo netminder, Devin McDonald. Acker for LVC. And there's a scramble in faceoff circle. And coming away with it is Geneseo. Pass over the near side, it's Schmid. He takes a low wrist shot. Eisenhower the save. The puck trickles behind the net. Schmid again tries to get a pass through, but it's blocked on the play by Zach Sheik. Cam Russell in with a shot. He scores. Cam Russell on a sharp angle came down from the blue line and took a wrist shot. And it may have gotten over the right shoulder of Joel Eisenhower. And early in the third period at the 1:20 mark, Geneseo goes up 3-0. Should be 44 on the goal. We'll wait from the call from the scorer's table. And it'll be Cam Russell for Geneseo, unassisted at 1:20. Third Geneseo goal scored by number 44, Cam Russell, unassisted. Time of the goal, 1:20. Russell, unassisted. Time of the goal, 1:20. Potential 2-on-1 broken up by Geneseo, but LVC comes back and clears it in. Armbruster watching the puck carrier. That's Salisbury behind his own net. Little pass to Ferguson. Ferguson to Schmid. He tips it in. Sheik tips it along the near wall as he had Keenan bearing down rather quickly. There's a pass in front and a backhander that goes wide. And we're going to get a penalty. I think it's going to be a boarding call to Zach Sheik. Ferguson center point with a shot right on. Eisenhower makes the save. Sheik touches the puck, and he's going right to the penalty box without an argument. And it looks like maybe we're going to get a cross-checking call. I thought maybe it'd be boarding for a minute. And it's cross-checking Zach Sheik at 2:15. LVC penalty to number 2, Zach Sheik. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 2:15. Sheik, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 2. Back to power play and a wrist shot for the near circle. Gordon with the shot, the save made by Eisenhower. He gets a whip with 1:44 to go. Checking penalty to Zach Sheik. On the draw. Condon, one-timer, center point, shot blocked. Wrist shot by Schmidt, the rebound right on. Oh, and a great stop. Arthur Gordon, thinking Hershey Bears there. Arthur Gordon thought he had the open net on the short side, but Eisenhower got over to make the save. That'll keep the score at 3-0 Geneseo. Face off to the left of Eisenhower, won by LBC. Belotis, far wall, eludes Karras, but it hits a skate. And a pass for Karras over his stick blade, no icing because LBC is a man down. 1:15 to go in the Geneseo power play. And the Knights slowly out of their own end. Schmidt gets around his man, far face-off circle. Pass in front looking for Gordon, tipped away, kept it by Geneseo. Salisbury at the near point, winds and fires. That hit a body and went wide. Gordon has it now. Cross ice pass. Gordon back at the near point. Puck hopped off a stick for maybe an eighth of a second, but he regained control. Condon from the far point. Over to Salisbury. Condon, one-timer, shot high over the net. Bounces over to Salisbury at the far point. 33 seconds to go in the power play. And the puck comes out of the neutrals, back into the neutral zone and down the ice. Devin McDonald will leave it there for Mitch Ferguson. 23 seconds to go in the LBC power play. Ferguson with a drop pass and a pass across to Romano inside the blue line. Center point now for Ferguson. LeGrone, Ferguson, LeGrone again. Ferguson one-timer right on. Eisenhower saved the rebound, and they score. On the power play, Geneseo makes it 4-0. And I think that was 21 Romano on the goal. I think we'll see 8 and 3 on the assists. At the 4:12 mark, we'll wait for the official call. We always take a guess at the goals and assists, and I think I'm right about 30% of the time. Considering I'm 8 rows off the ice, that's a pretty poor record, I might add. Off the draw, Hartman has it with a pass ahead for Kelly. His wrist shot hits a stick and goes up into the protective netting behind the LVC net. And we're going to get another face-off. Fourth Geneseo goal on the power play, scored by number 21, Andrew Romano. The assist to number 8, Doogie LeGrone, and number 3, Mitch Ferguson. Time of the goal, 4:12. Romano on the power play from LeGrone and Ferguson. Time of the goal, 4:12. LVC down 4 with 15 minutes to go in regulation. Puck is tipped in by TJ Sneath behind the Geneseo net. McDonald sends it up the near wall looking for Brink. Johnson follows him on the play and sends it around to the far corner to Cam Russell. And he just floats one back to center ice. LVC with a bit of trouble in their own end, but a good play by the Flying Dutchman to come away with it. As Zach Sheet tries to clear, but he loses it. Here comes Bozio. He takes a shot right on, and an arm save there by Eisenhower. Passes center ice. Here come the Flying Dutchman. Thompson with a shot that goes wide. He chases after it near corner. Pass in front, goes right to McDonald. He blocks it with a stick and grabs it with his hand and hangs on for a whistle. 14:26 to go in the third period. Welcome to LVC Men's Hockey. If you're just tuning in on GoDutchman.com, my name is Jim Pitaro. GoDutchman.com, your source for everything LVC athletic related for all of the men's and women's programs. Jared Karras along the far half wall, back to the point. There's a shot by Worcester, right on the pad save. Near point, Mike Straub keeps it in, but has to take it outside the zone. Jared Karras now sends it in. Eric Peterson for Geneseo over to Salisbury. Bank pass to center ice, finds Bozio. Bozio across the blue line. He's checked by Mike Straub. In support is Cole Hepler. Back comes LVC. Karras with Hovanek and Hepler. Hepler with a wrist shot that goes high. Kept in, no, at the far point. Belotas not able to get over there as we're back to center ice. Travis Hall now sends one behind the net. LVC makes a change. Mitch Ferguson now for the Knights. Pass to center ice, looking for Empey. It eludes him, and that'll go down the ice and result in an icing call to Geneseo with 13:32 to go in regulation. LVC sending some fresh players over the boards. Hall and Belotas still the blue liners. Travis Acker, Brett Johnson, and Brennan Thompson. LVC had 6 players. Takaji Nagi came over the wall and then ended up going back to the bench. On the draw, one by LVC, far near corner rather. Thompson chases after, but it's poked away from him. Brett Johnson in the neutral zone now loses the puck. Bozio for Geneseo sends it in. Geneseo at this point up 4-0 with 13 minutes to go. Content on clearing it in and getting quick changes. Good move by Brett Johnson across the blue line. Tries to hit Thompson. The puck trickles over to Travis Acker, and it comes back to the point, and the shot is wide. Ferguson behind his own net. Over to Arthur Gordon. Back to LeGrone. Pass at the blue line, rolls off the stick of Mara. LVC gets it. Belotas with a long pass to Sneath. He's got Takaji Nagi with him. It was poked away from him. Sneath with a shot low along the ice. Stick save made by McDonald. And the puck comes back to Worcester in the neutral zone, and he'll wrap it right back in. Hops over the stick of the goaltender, McDonald. LVC in a 1-2-2 right now. That's Kyle Hartman. Neutral zone fight, right in, or scramble rather, right in front of the LVC penalty box. The Flying Dutchman send it in. Sneath on the forecheck. McDonald sends it over to the far corner looking for Mara. And he's knocked down on the play with a shot from the far point that goes wide. Sneath with a shot, and a glove save by McDonald. Actually, that shot was Takaji Nagi. We're going to have a slight delay as a Geneseo netminder. Devin McDonald has his left pad off. I don't know if he has a skate issue. Seems to be messing with his skate. And he seems to be satisfied with whatever repairs he felt he needed to make, and the pad's going back on. And we'll get play going again here momentarily. Cole Hepler to take the draw for the Flying Dutchman. It'll be to the right of the Geneseo net. Geneseo wins, and the puck comes back behind the net. Condon over to Salisbury. Sent ahead on the forecheck is Schmid. Mike Straub with him. Puck in the near corner in the LVC zone behind the net. As Keenan tried to get it in front. LVC turns it over in the Geneseo zone. Back come the Knights. Keenan chasing after the puck, watched by Mike Straub. Straub rode him out of the play. Condon with a hot shot, he scores. Condon on the one-timer from the point beats Eisenhower high on the glove side. And it is 5-0 Geneseo. I don't don't think Eisenhower saw that shot. And it should be Condon on the goal for Geneseo. The Knights in the neutral zone. Back they come again down the far side. That's Andrew Hart trying to get it in front. Ferguson to the point. Sends it down low, looking for Kelly. Fifth Geneseo goal scored by number 12, Pat Condon. The assist to number 10, Conlon Keenan. Time of the goal, 8:39. Condon from Keenan. Time of the goal, 8:39. Geneseo keeping the pressure on. Ferguson sends it down low, looking for Hart. Puck rolls to the near corner. Hart trying to get away from his check. LeGrone at the near point. Watch there by Takaji Nagi. And back comes LBC. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Van Bocklin with a backhander right on. And McDonald makes the save. The puck, or the net rather, knocked off its pegs. We get a whistle and a stoppage. 10:26 to go in this third period. Zach Sheik was driving the net. He collided with the netminder. That's what caused the net to come off its moorings. Fortunately, nobody in the confrontation is worse for wear. We're going to get a face-off. 10:26 to go in this third period. We're going to get matching minors here. And one of them is going to go to Zach Sheik. Here are the penalties for Geneseo. Number 8, Doogie LeGrone, 2 minutes for cross-checking. And for LBC, number 2, Zach Sheik, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalties, 9:34. For Geneseo, LeGrone, 2 minutes for cross-checking. For LVC, Sheik, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalties, 9:34. Brett Johnson takes a check from Pat Condon in the near corner as he tries to get some offense going, but the Knights come back. It's Athanasopoulos across the blue line. He's got Mara with him. Athanasopoulos waits. Little pass to Mara. Backhander off the side of the net. Mara watched by Mike Straub fighting for the puck. Straub knocks his man down on the play. And Straub sends it off the wall and out of harm's way back into the Geneseo end. Not far enough for icing. Cam Russell picks it up now for the Knights. He leaves it there for Salisbury. Salisbury watched by Takazi Nagi. Athanasopoulos across the blue line. Tries a little toe drag move around Belotis, but Belotis stays with him. He tips the puck ahead looking for TJ Sneath. Kept into the far point by Russell with a shot. Low and wide on the stick side. Hartman comes down to keep it in. But Worcester took it away from him. Pass looking for Takaji Nagi. Hit the skate of Kelly for Geneseo. He gets it over to Cam Russell. Kelly again with a wrist shot that goes wide. Hartman with a shot, hit a body in front, comes to Devin Brink with a shot. Here comes LBC, 2-on-1, Takaji Nagi and Van Bachlen. Takaji Nagi with a shot right on, and a good save there by McDonald. Hartman back for the Knights. Over to Kelly. Kelly with a wrist shot and a save made by Eisenhower. Brink has it, sends it behind the net. Schmid chases it for Geneseo. Watched by Hovanek as Geneseo is making a change. Schmid knocked down on the play. The puck comes to the neutral zone. Van Bachlen peels away from a check. Gains the red line. He'll tip it in. Go off on a change. Mitch Ferguson behind his own net. We're down to 7.5 to go in regulation. LVC trailing Geneseo by a 5-0 score. Geneseo on the breakout. Ferguson with a pass. Looking for Legrone that hopped over his stick. Karras had the puck hit his stick in the neutral zone. Sent back in by Geneseo. Karras recovers again in front of his own net. And he lost it. Back come the Knights. Here they come. Keenan with a shot right on. The save made by Eisenhower. And he's looking around as he's laying on his stomach, but manages to freeze the puck for another faceoff with 7:04 to go in regulation. Mike Straub and Travis Hall are the defensemen for LVC. Looks like Travis Acker is out there. Thompson will take the face-off now for LVC, and he wins it, sends it back towards his own net, right to Eisenhower, who was forced to freeze it for another whistle. Brett Johnson out there for LVC as well. We'll get another draw to the right of Eisenhower. Romano tries to get it in front, but it's intercepted by Travis Hall. Up the wall, but not out. Kept in by Pat Condon. Condon to Keenan. Back to Condon. Fans on the shot, but still got through, and a save made by Eisenhower. Pass bounces in front. There's a shot from his knees. Keenan just wide on the stick side. I don't think Eisenhower saw that shot, since Keenan was on his knees, and the puck comes in front, and Eisenhower grabs it again and hangs on as we're down to 6:36 to go. Whole scale changes for both teams at this point. Face off to the left of Eisenhower. LVC wins the draw. Belotis back there pushes it behind his own net. He is watched by Peterson, and the puck taken away. Puck kept in by Hartman at the near point. Hartman to Empey. Empey peels away from his check. Back to Hartman. Hartman sends it down. Back to Empey. Empey in the far face-off circle looking for a passing lane. His pass hits a skate, goes behind the net, but Empey gets it again with a backhander. Deflects back behind the net. Empey with some good work here on the forecheck for Geneseo. Comes back to the near point to Hartman. Far point to Russell. Wrist shot right on. Eisenhower the save. Top of the circle. Russell with a shot deflected right to Eisenhower. And he hangs on. Gets another stoppage of play as we're down to 5:53 to go in regulation. Karras, Hovanek, and Hepler, the forwards now for LVC. Conversation between the linesman and Joel Eisenhower, who's down on his knees right now, and the linesman and Hovanek are blocking my view of Eisenhower, so I don't know if he's just adjusting to equipment. I don't think it's an injury situation because there's no trainer or anybody going on. Eisenhower is now up. He gets his stick glove back on and grabs his stick, and he's ready to go. Face off to the right of Eisenhower. LVC wins the draw. Straw behind his own net, backs it up near wall. Hovanek tries to get it out and does on the second chance. Mara comes back for Geneseo as a poked away from him by Karras, but the Knights continue. Peterson loses the puck. Here comes Straub for LVC across the blue line. And it's sent back to the neutral zone as Straub couldn't get around his man. Hepler, a little backhander. Sheik Looking for Ovanik. It's tipped away from him. Ovanik battling for the puck with LeGrone. LeGrone back to Mara in tight quarters. Gets away from his check. Mara across the blue line to Athanasopoulos. But Athanasopoulos was in just a smidge too soon. That's going to result in an offside on Geneseo. 5:10 to go in regulation. It's Geneseo 5, LVC nothing. Kelly and Thompson on the draw outside the LVC blue line. The puck is sent back to the Geneseo blue line. Condon has it over to Salisbury. Salisbury with a pass ahead for Kelly. He sends it in. LVC sends it right back out, and Salisbury is forced to retreat to his own end. Another pass to Condon. And it's sent in by Andrew Hart, and another offside. Actually, not an offside. It's an interference call. And it's going to go to LVC. Brennan Thompson is going to get the gate. And Geneseo will return to the power play. LVC penalty to number 25, Brennan Thompson. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 15:10. Thompson, 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 15:10. LeGrone to the far point. Little shot in front, tipped wide by Devin Brink. And Mike Straub picks it up and sends it down the ice for LVC. Minute 35 to go in the interference penalty to Brennan Thompson. LeGrone behind his own net, starts to carry it out. Backhand pass for Hardy, bats it out of the air into the LVC end. Mike Straub is there with a backhand back to center ice. LeGrone battling with Karras. LeGrone gets the puck inside the blue line near circle. He's got Hart in front, but he sends it around to the far wall, back to the point to Russell. Over to Athanasopoulos. Back to Cam Russell. Center point, winds and fires. A shot hit a body in front. Ovanik tries to clear, but not out. Kept in by Russell. Straub with a stiff check on his man, Athanasopoulos. And he's going to carry the puck. That's actually Ovanik across the line, trying to get through. He shoots, and the puck goes high off the glass. 45 seconds to go in the LVC penalty. Thompson went off for interference at 15:10. 3.5 to go in regulation as LVC risks it down the ice. McDonald leaves it there for Eric Peterson. Over to Cam Russell across the blue line. Back to the point to Peterson. Looking for a shooting lane. Back to Russell. Top of the circle. A wrist shot off the post. I think Geneseo thought they had a goal there, but the referee waved it off. Russell again. One-timer to Athanasopoulos. He fanned on it. Cam Russell, the near point. Over to Hartman. There's a wrist shot right on. Stick save made by Eisenhower. He freezes the puck, and we get a whistle as LVC returns to full strength. And we're down to 2:47 to go in regulation. Face off to the left of Joel Eisenhower. Thompson will take the draw. Salisbury at the near point for Geneseo. Winds it around the wall. Schmidt overskates the puck, but Romano has it. Salisbury over to Condon. Condon down low. Back to the point to Salisbury. Takes a check from Travis Acker. Schmidt has the puck, trying to get away from his check. Far point to Condon, winds and fires. Good save by Eisenhower. Puck sent around the near wall, kept in by Salisbury. Floated high in the air. There's a shot, and they score. Keenan goes bar down. And that puts Geneseo up by a 6-0 score with 2:07 to go here in regulation. And it's been a tough third period for the Flying Dutchman. Geneseo goal scored by number 10, Conlon Keenan. The assist at number 9, Tanner Salisbury. Time of the goal, 17:53. Keenan from Salisbury. Time of the goal, 17:53. Minute 40 to go here in regulation. Play at center ice as Athanasopoulos takes a shot and it's sticked away by Armbruster, and the puck goes into the protective netting behind the LVC net. That'll result in another faceoff, this one to the left of Joel Eisenhower. LVC back in action tomorrow, 4 o'clock faceoff. This game at Giants Center against Brockport University, a school that's about 40 miles away from Geneseo up in New York State. Athanasopoulos at center ice. Little pass swept away by TJ Sneath. Sneath's going to get it again and cross the red line. He's got Takaji Nagi with him. Sneath gets around Russell. Skates behind the net. Little backhand pass looking for Takaji Nagi. But it's intercepted there by Russell, and then McDonald flops down on the puck to get a whistle. And the faceoff will be to the left of the Geneseo net. Minute 6 to go in regulation. LVC wins the draw. Worcester with a shot for the point. Stop made by McDonald, and another whistle. Another faceoff in the with 62 ticks of the clock remaining. Last minute of play in the period. Center ice now for Hart. He's bumped by Skurlik. LVC sends one right on goal to McDonald on that shot by Armbruster. Condon with a pass. Ahead for Kelly. He has it poked away from him. And the puck is deflected over the glass. And now we get Hart and Armbruster with a little conversation in front of the LVC bench. The officials are in quickly to separate those two. 34 seconds to go here in regulation. And it is 6-0 Geneseo. Face off in front of the Geneseo bench, right outside of their blue line. Thompson will take the draw for LVC against Peterson. Peterson wins it. Comes away with the puck across the red line. Has it poked away from him, but regains possession. Point to Salisbury. Salisbury over to Empey. Empey sends it over to the far side to Peterson. Peterson has it poked away from him, but it's kept into the far point. Sent behind the net. We're going to get a penalty here. It's going to go to LVC. And it's going to be a cross check with 10 seconds to go in regulation. And this one looks like it's, if I'm reading correct, it's number 5, Bobby Worster. LVC penalty to number 5, Bobby Worster. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 19:50. Worster, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 19:50. Shot from the point, save made by Eisenhower. The buzzer goes, and that ends the game. Tough one at Hershey Park Arena tonight for the LVC men's team. The final is Geneseo 6, LVC nothing. The LVC men's team back in action at Giants Center tomorrow at 4 o'clock against Brockport. You've been watching and listening to LVC men's hockey at GoDutchman.com.